Rome was once ruled by the Etruscans, believed to have been of Indo-European origin, who had first settled to the north of Rome in Tuscany around 800 BC. Mention Tuscany and immediately we think of the beautiful city of Florence, or Firenze. A village in Etruscan times, then one of Caesar's colonies, and today a wonderful relic of medieval times. Its oldest bridge is the Ponte Vecchio. This bridge that survived the Nazi demolitions of World War II dates from 1345 with an enclosed corridor built for the 16th century Grand Duke Cosimo I of the Medici family to travel safely between palaces on opposite sides of the river. Jewellery shops were added to the bridge in 1593. From the Ponte Vecchio, there are views of the river and of other bridges along the Arno. The road from the Ponte Vecchio takes you directly to the 15th century Pitti Palace, once the residence of rival wealthy merchants to the powerful Medici family. Now a wonderful museum whose paintings include works by Titian, Raphael and Rubens. Behind the palace are the 16th century gardens named after the hill of Boboli. They comprise the largest monumental green area in Florence. A stroll through Florence is a walk along rustic, store-lined medieval streets which adhere to the original Roman plan for the city. Pinocchio is well represented as the legendary story came from Tuscany. This is a spacious and elegant Piazza della Signoria. The town hall was originally built as a priory, but became home to the Grand Duke Cosimo I of the Florentine rulers, the Medicis, during the 16th century. At its entrance, a copy of David replaced the original, which was transferred to the Accademia. And wall frescoes depict medieval views of great cities, such as Vienna. Florence is also a city of churches, including the 15th century Gothic Church of Santa Croce. The cathedral's bell tower was begun in 1334 by Giotto, who built the two closed lower stages until his death in 1337. The tower was completed by 1359 by Francesco Talenti. The interior of the church, which is the fourth largest in the world, reflects the Gothic rules of vertical and horizontal space with moderately pointed arches and ribbed Gothic vaulting. The octagonal baptistry with its gilded bronze doors dates from the 11th century. The eastern doors, the gates of paradise, depict 10 scenes from the Old Testament, including the creation, Noah and his family, Isaac ordering Esau to go hunting, Cain and Abel, Abraham and Isaac, Joseph being sold, the Israelites in the Jordan Valley, Moses on Mount Sinai, Solomon receiving Sheba, the battle against the Philistines. The original panels by Lorenzo Ghiberti were placed on the doors in 1425. Then there's the Galleria dell'Accademia, housing wonderful examples of 14th and 15th century art, plus several important works by Michelangelo. The Florentine Renaissance was dominated by the Medici family, rulers and patrons of the arts from the 1300s to the 1700s. The Accademia is also home to the original of Michelangelo's masterpiece, David, considered the Renaissance ideal, and created between 1501 and 1504. The sculpture is said to depict man at his noblest. Upstairs from David are these 14th century paintings. Next to the Palazzo Vecchio is one of the world's best-known art museums. The Uffizi Gallery contains Botticelli's 15th century works, The Birth of Venus and Primavera. For the modern Florentine woman, life is a little less floral, lazing about on the weir in the middle of the Arno River. Florence, or Firenze, offering so many treasures, relics from its rich history of different eras and different rulers, artistic wonders from the Italian Renaissance, whose influence spread throughout Europe.